Well, greetings and welcome, my League of Eagles. I love calling you my League of Eagles because you're in a class, in a group, in a setting all by yourself. And as we explore more and more and more, we'll go deeper into that. It's Monday. And so we gather here again for Leaders and Legacy in Style, the Divine Masculine and the Feminine. And we're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I am always grateful to be connecting with you today. I'm Joy Ruffin, your minister of enlightenment, awareness, and awakenings. We're in the time of awakenings, big time awakenings, especially for us women. Now, today I have a fantastic featured guest speaker. But you know, technology has its own mindset. And believe me, we've had all kinds of issues getting Dr. Darryl Horton in here today. But you know what? We never say die, and he's still using every resource that he has to come in here. Because one of the things that I wanted to share with you today, we're going to be diving into, he is an ambassador. And I wanted him to share more of this with you. But one thing that I like most of all of compassion and kindness, and there's much more to that, because we need more of that today, maybe more than ever, or maybe back in the day they needed it too. Who knows? We read, we have our history. But today we're going to be diving into that. And I keep the faith alive. I don't know who said that many moons ago, but that's what you have to do and never say die. So today with Dr. Horton, if he arrives and he's still trying to get in, we're going to cover everything that has to do with kindness, compassion, love, respect, and honor for yourself first and then for others. So what I want you to do is just settle in and sit back and relax. Now, he's still trying to get in here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get in here or not, but I just want to say this to you. I want to piggyback a little bit until he arrives, and I'm pretty sure he will. I'm the eternal optimist. Let's talk about why I label this group, this community, a league of eagles. So I want you to be thinking about, what does the eagle represent? We are all part of a huge collective, humongous, and we're all one. I think we've all heard that. We hear it here and we hear it there and everywhere. But then we're thinking, what does it really mean? What does that being all one, part of the big collective, what does it mean? Well, it means that we're all one. And depending on how you decipher it, one and the same, all over the world. But the differences are vast. I like to think of the circle, the center of the circle, and then how it expands outward, outward, outward. And then I think of the ladder, the bottom, the middle, and the top, where one aspires to get to the top, to be in the center, to be the influencer with heart and soul connected. We have so many people who are using that terminology now. Not judging, I don't judge, but I have a deep sense of discernment. I see and I know. So what does it mean when you hear people saying that they are the influencers, the experts, the leaders, and yet if you are in the league of eagle category, you know that the heart and soul is not connected. That is all about the bottom line and the money. And yes, we all need money. You cannot exist in this universe without it. But if it's your main priority and you're just finagling back and forth and here and there to make money, then where is the kindness and the compassion? Where is the heart and soul connected? And so one of the things that Dr. Horton was going to explain to us today was all about kindness, compassion, and how the media marketing has really gone off the rails in so many ways. So what I'm asking you to do, my eagles, is think about, where are you in the circle, on the ladder, the staircase? And how do you want to rise, to soar, to climb into the position that you're meant to be in, to have the glory that you're here to be about? You've heard me say over and over and over, because I heard it so many moons ago, it resonated to the marrow of my bones, and I bet and I hope it will with you, that everyone has greatness within them. Our assignment is to perfect and excel in ours, but give due honor and respect to others who are much more proficient, knowledgeable in what they do. Because we, no matter how great, proficient, and how we excel in what we do, we are not the end all be all. We're here to take that, whatever that gift, that purpose is, and share it with others. Now, oftentimes, many won't be open and aware and awakened to it, because we become so set in our ways, so comfortable, that change is dramatic and drastic for many in so many ways. I know from whence I speak, because I'm going through a major transition in my life, and there's nothing that's easy about it. But as Dr. Horton said to me as he was trying to get on, is that you just have to be patient, you just have to keep going, and you just have to keep moving. And hopefully moving in a direction that's going to take you where you need to be, where you need to go. So when you think of the eagle, what do you think about? Because if you're an eagle and you're here, you're tuning in, you're listening, what is it that you want to receive? What is it that you want your takeaway to be? Because that's major. And how are you perfecting? I didn't say perfection, I said perfecting, excelling in what you do, where your heart and soul connected, which means the integrity, the respect, and the honor of you is always at the top. Because so many people, sometimes you go, at least I do, I think maybe a lot of other people, and you look on some of the social media platforms, I'm not going to name one, there's one that's major, and you say, what are they doing? What are they showcasing? What are they presenting to us? What are they giving? Preening and pruning and prancing and in front of the screen as if it's an indication of the heart and soul connection of them. No, it's not, because what we're seeing is something that's not truth, love, and beauty. I don't know. This is not nagging. It's not blaming. And it's certainly not throwing shade. But when did we, as women especially, because these are the women that I'm working with, where are the women of tomorrow, the ladies of tomorrow, the pioneers of today, who know that we are so much more than our body parts? When you look on the social media platforms and you see the women twerking and gyrating and bumping, and especially the backside, what happened to us? Where did our truth, love, and beauty, the honor, the integrity of us go? We dropped the ball. We can't blame anybody else. You can say that this community or that community or this entertainment group or these people, blah, blah, blah. We can go on and on. Can't blame. When did we pick up the ball and say we're going to run with it? And it wasn't our ball. It wasn't for us. The exaggeration of what true essence and beauty is all about. When did that happen? So you can say I'm ranting here today and I'm doing a little bit of preaching, and you can say whatever. That's your prerogative. Where did that come from? But the truth is, we are here to be the new age examples of what true beauty, not the Americanized traditional sense of beauty, is all about. We all know what that is. It doesn't claim or speak to those who are different, those with the flat, large nose, those with the prominent, pronounced nose, those with thin, no lips, and those with humongous lips. It doesn't speak to those with huge eyes, small, no eyebrows, brows. It doesn't speak to them, to skin coloring and all of that. It speaks to what they feel you want to see and know and idealize as what beauty is all about. And it's not beauty. It's not beauty at all. So the question is, How do you perceive, receive, embody your beauty? Because it doesn't matter what size, shape, age, height, all of the other things that you are. Doesn't say that you have to look like, I can go back in the day and I can come into the forward now. Audrey Hepburn, Elizabeth Taylor, all of these people, Loretta, what's her name? The young, whatever, I love her, but I can't think of her name right now. And even Beyonce. You are you. I am me. We are here to expand and allow our natural grace, beauty, and the honor of who we are to show up. And we can't do that if we don't know who we are. And if we're looking to, and these are the three industries that I love the most. I'm aware of all the others, but I'm thinking about the entertainment industry and all of its realms, dance, music, and so on. It goes on and on and on. Comedy. I'm thinking of the fashion industry, which I absolutely love. But when and where did we, not only in the fashion industry, when did we drop the ball? And the communications industry, where the words, the language has gone way down deep into the rabbit hole, where foul language, cursing, is accepted. You don't say, hello, George, how are you? You say, hello, George, how the are you? What happened to us? So you can say, oh, that's old fashioned, that's outdated, that doesn't mean anything, and who cares? Well, it ought to start with you and me. We need to care. We need to care about what we're projecting out. Because even though we're the young, the middle, or the elder, you have the babies, the youngsters coming up under, and that's what they see, and they accept it as gospel because they're like sponges. They take everything in. So what are you delivering to them? What are we delivering to them? I simply want you to think about that and think about that deeply, because somehow we have gone off the rails, deep into the rabbit hole, and far too deep into the matrix. I leave that for you to consider. Have I done enough preaching now? I wanted my guest here so desperately. And if he's open to it, we'll do a reschedule if he doesn't show up here, because he hasn't shown up thus far. And technology, my Eagles, I love it. I fly by the seat of my pants. I get nervous, I get flustered, but I just keep going because I refuse to give in, because until I leave the planet, I'm going to become as proficient as I can. And with the help and guidance of a great team that I have, it's going to happen. So while we're attempting to maybe get him in, we're going to take a quick little reset, and I'm going to deliver to you 4 different things that I want you to be aware of. And even though he's not here, we're going to put up his graphic. And hopefully, if he doesn't show up, we can do a reset. I don't know when. It'll probably be March, but we'll do a reset. In the meantime, you hear me say all the time, because I'm really wanting to expand and grow this community, I'm asking you to join Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. It's where you shine, and it's also where you lead, and you leave light behind you. That is so important, because your vision and the mission that you're all about and your purpose, it matters. It matters to all the people in your community and those who will be coming to join your community and all the others who will follow you. I'm asking you to join this community because there are other ladies. See how you can collaborate with them. See how you can connect with them. See how you can benefit each other and how you can grow. Growth is everything. Awakening your growth. I had to take a sip of water. That said, the next thing I want you to think about and join as well and subscribe is my YouTube channel, Joy Ruffin Fashioning, Femininity, Style, and Truth. Those 3 words, femininity, style, and truth, which leads back to fashion, is what this channel is all about. We share a little bit of everything: fashion, style, entertainment, truth, femininity. And it's where you, hopefully, I'm asking you to go subscribe, to comment, to like, to send me what you want more and less of, blah, 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 whatever it is. I'm open. I'm here for you, for us, and I'm asking you to join. Now, there's my package that's still available. We just launched it. We have 3. The Style Rebirth is all about the beginning to go back to the basics, because so many of us, myself included, with a humongous fashion background, didn't get the basics, didn't learn how to really adorn this body, your body. And that's what we start off with. And it's a basic beginning, and you can do whatever you want to do, but I'm asking you not to come in with an all-knowing attitude, because few of us know any and everything about everything. And then there's a Style Mastery, which is it's both Style Rebirth and Style Mastery is digital. You get the 3 weeks or the 5 weeks, and you get all of the things, and plus lots of bonuses that will help you to begin to develop, design, and discover what's best for you, not somebody else, your body, to honor it and to love it regardless. That's the main priority for these packages. And then the Divine Reinvention, well, that's all about, guess what? Reinventing your style. And it's a one-on-one 5 weeks plus an additional with me, where we go specifically for what's going to work best for you and no one else, contingent upon your body. And we're not talking about zeros and size 8s. We're talking about every size, every shape, every height. So you're invited to look into this and see which one is going to fit you best. And then, even though my beloved Dr. Darryl is not here, here is his graphic. Building healthy confidence. That's what we're all about. Not the fake facade, not the extremists and the pseudo. We're looking, and the fanatics. We're looking for those who are really, truly building healthy confidence, which means everything about you, head to toe, top to bottom, hair to shoes. People use these 3 trilogies in different ways, but it's all about how are you building that healthy self-confidence, self-love within you. It's not about anybody else. It's about you. So even though he's not here thus far, looks like he's not going to be able to show up. I don't know. This technology drives me nuts, but I refuse to give up on it. I'm saying sooner than later, but it looks like he's just not able to get in. And I used to think all the time that it was me, that because I'm not tech savvy, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know what it is with this beautiful platform that we're on, StreamYard. Some people just bounce and hop right in, and some people do not. Now, I understand that they're doing a lot of revamping and tweaking and changing things and updating, and maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I can't assume. I don't assume anything about anybody, but I do know, I feel, and I see. So we'll just hope that at some point in time I can get Dr. Horton to come back here, because I was so excited. I was like a little kid going off to grade school. I wanted to chat and talk with him about all of this stuff that he's about, because he exemplifies leadership through his compassion and his willingness to serve others. And that's what it really ought to be about. No matter how you dice, slice, and splice it, everybody does it differently. And I think what most of us have to learn is that we are here to excel in what we do, be the best of the best of the best at what we do, even if you're competing, and you ought not to be competing, because when you're excelling at what you do, there's no competing. We ought to be able to applaud, celebrate, and congratulate everyone else who's in the same arena that we're dancing in. I don't care what it is, because everybody's unique and different. As an example for you, I'm doing a lot, and I've been doing it now for quite a while for numerous reasons. I'm doing a lot of editing on YouTube, and I'm watching a lot of the channels, all the different things that they talk about. I'm doing like the tarot readers, the astrology, the human design, and everything that has to do with history, and the bios and the autobiographies of other people, just everything, personality, all the stuff that they have on Einstein and all the other people there. And here's what I've come to know with certainty, and you will find the same. I have watched, let me give you one example. I have watched numerous for different reasons. I'm not going to qualify what I'm sharing with you now. Tarot readers. There's a lot of history behind this. And when we do a one-on-one, I will share with you a lot about what I'm sharing with you now, lightly, briefly. One of the things, after going through about 200 of them, because there's zillions of them on there, and they're all pretty much doing the same, saying the same verbiage, same wording, one and the same, not very much difference. And they're all giving you what they know we want to see, hear. Excuse me, my nose is itching. Is that a sign of something? They're doing what and saying and giving the banners and the headlines exactly what most of us want to know. And they do it in different ways, but it all comes out to the same. So when you're tuning in and you're listening and you're editing anybody, I don't care who it is, it could be a public speaker, a professional speaker, it's the same. What is the message they're delivering? How are they delivering it? And how much of their own persona, personality, their presence is coming through so that you receive it? And after you go through and you listen to zillions of them, of course I exaggerate to make the point, you all know that by now, right? Then you say, okay, there were about maybe 10 that I really like. So you go back and you review them and you do the same maybe day and show again. And then you decide on the 2 or 3 that you want to put into your library, that you want to adhere to. And it's the same thing with this fashion and style. It's the same thing with leadership. Who do you want to follow? How many do you want to follow? And how long do you want to follow? What is your legacy and longevity with them? Because most of us, we fade in and out after a while. And it's not that you get tired of them, you're ready for a new adventure. And it's not that you're dishonoring them, they're already in your library, but you just move forward. Because everyone will bring to you something different. And that difference, that difference ought to be honoring the honesty in you, the truth, love, and beauty in you, not someone else. So what they say and what they leave you with needs to be something that inspires, ignites, and enlightens something within us. And those are the ones that you know are meant for you and you only. And you hear me say all the time, everyone, most everyone, with few exceptions. I like to say most, many, and some. I took this from a great mentor that I had several years ago, because it's really seldom, if ever, all. Most of them, most of us are looking and seeking for that individual that lights something up within us at the time that we need it most. And when it comes to fashion and what I'm doing, it's much more than fashion and outward appearance. It's the inner you coming through, showing the truth, love, and beauty of you. And if we don't honor our bodies and be truthful with what we're seeing in the mirror, we don't know how to dress. You know how many people I see? Oh, here I go. You see, we all see. And it's a pretty dress, or it's a pretty this or pretty that, shoes, handbags, how they put it together. But it doesn't resonate. I mean, it's good for that day and it's pretty and you give a compliment on the dress, but not to the person. That's not what signature style is all about. And if you really honor yourself, it's not about high-end brand labels. Signature style is about your style and how you honor you. What category are you? Are you really, really sporty? Casual? You don't really like to dress? You like simple, easy, timeless kind of pieces? Then that's your wheelhouse. You know how, and you will learn how to update that. Where if you're going to a formal affair, there's so few of them these days, and a black tie gala kind of thing, you could still be casual, but it'll be you. It'll be your style, your energy. And if you're in the dramatic, you like dramatic pieces because your personality speaks to the drama in your soul, then you learn to be and excel at the drama in your soul. And you do it with a style that's a signature that resonates with you and you only. It doesn't belong to anybody else. And then all the others, the chic, the classic, the romantic, those are the 5 major that I've mentioned. But you know what? You can extend off of those as well. Presence is everything. And a lot of people will give you kudos and congrats and, oh, that's wonderful. There's no sincerity in it. There's nothing there. Your assignment is to get to know you and then honor who you are. Don't dispel or displace or belittle those who are not with you. Throw blessings and kisses and move on, because you're not here to do anything but be the best of the best of you. And one of the reasons that I was so like a little kid running off to grade school, and I wanted Dr. Darryl Horton to be here, was because, and he's ambassador, Dr. Darryl K. Horton, was because I wanted him to share all of this goodness within him and the work that he's doing. Kindness and compassion. We don't have enough of that. And when it comes to world affairs, we don't even want to go there. There's just so much there that you wonder what is going on? What is happening? And as someone that most of us know, and I'm not going to mention the name, everything starts and begins with us and ends. So what is your outlook? How do you embrace, acknowledge, share, and applaud others, and maybe others that are far different from you? How do you look in the mirror and see your beauty? If your nose is flat almost down to your lips and wider than wide, do you see your beauty? Or are you comparing you with all the beauties that they show you on social media? The ideal. There is no ideal. The ideal is you. Honor you. Yes, enhance. Learn to do whatever you want to do to perk up whoever and whatever it is that you want to, but allow it to remain you. It's time that we stop looking to the entertainment industry, the fashion, and the communications for everything that we want to be, that we perceive is the best of the best, and we can't see ourselves in it, but we see ourselves in them to an extent, but that's not honoring you. The assignment, my Eagles, is to honor your presence and your energy and your vibration, and know that any, every, and all things began with you. And if you don't have that self-love, that self-confidence, I didn't say it would happen overnight, but it will happen, then already you've lost. And there's no losing here on earth if you are open to growth and to an awakening that's solely yours and yours alone. Have I preached enough today? I am the minister of enlightenment, awareness, and awakenings. And my Eagles, it's our time. You are the women and men of tomorrow. You are the new examples. And even though our guest wasn't able to come here today, I continue to say to you that it's time for us to rise and take our seat at the table. Thank you for sharing this time and space with me. I honor your presence, your energy, and your willingness to grow. And let me leave you with this empowerment again, because empowerment without release is incomplete. If you can't liberate what needs to let go and honor the truth, love, and beauty of you, then the old conditioning, programming, and sexualizing is still within your soul, and it has to go so you can create space for the empowerment that belongs to you to rise, to soar high into the skies as you are meant to do. So join me next week for another soulful conversation. And know that I would love it when you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Fashioning Femininity, Style, and Truth. Do stay connected because I want you to go deeper exploring you. So explore my offerings, upcoming experiences, which is another way we can work together at joyruffin.com on my website. Something meaningful is always unfolding there. So until the next time, my League of Eagles, I love calling you my League of Eagles because if you're an eagle, you're here. And if you're not, sooner or later, you will disappear because this is for the special, the very special. I didn't say better, I said special. So stay grounded, stay connected, and allow your light to lead the way for you to step into your power, knowing that you own who you are and the power within you. Stay well, stay connected. From my heart to yours, much love and all the best always. Cheers.